What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, talking today about Grand Theft Auto because there's been a very big and very depressing leak that came out yesterday on Christmas. While a lot of us were drinking eggnog or opening gifts, a bunch of hackers have posted hundreds of gigs of extremely top secret stuff onto the internet, all about the future of Rockstar and actually what they've been doing for the last 10 years. And to be honest, it's extremely depressing. Let's talk about that. Hi, hope you're having a great day. If you could like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So I hope you guys got some good gaming gifts, but this is one I did not expect to be delivered to us with a big bow on top. Somebody posted the entirety of the GTA 5 source code in a Discord server. Now, the reason this is just so substantial is that source code goes beyond just, technical details as to how the frame rate works or, little clues as to unfinished pieces of the game. It's actually everything typically going on a studio is all somewhere inside the source code of a project. Hackers, if they get this, especially for an online game, can completely break it. Now, other hackers have basically said that even though the source code is out, GTA 5 servers are safe. Nobody's going to steal your credit card information. Nobody's going to crash the game. This is more about what's in the leaks that's been confirmed. Apparently, they were working on a Bully 2. There's separate maps we can see. There's script notes about GTA 6, which confirms that it was called codename Project Americas. But here's the part that people are actually mad about, myself included. So apparently, they were working on a Grand Theft Auto Tokyo, which sounds like the best game of all time, Bully 2, The Agent, which is what it's thought, there's talks about this separate map. This other separate map apparently is this totally different game called The Agent, which we don't really know too much about, and 8 separate story DLCs for GTA 5. 8 separate standalone single-player story DLCs. Now, if you've never played any DLC from previous freaking Grand Theft Autos, they're the best. I mean, Ballad of Gay Tony, Lost in the Damned, even going back to the original Grand Theft Auto, stuff like GTA London. The fact that they started production and canceled 8 separate DLCs, that is insane. Now, we're going to look at what the 8 separate DLCs were because they sound fantastic, but people are basically saying this is part of what happens to keep GTA 5 online going. If you're going to build a big, persistent world with constant updates every couple months, you can't really have a B team working on other projects. Every single thing has to be about making sure your free-to-play game stays monetized, stays relevant, stays fun. Now, everybody is talking about this because this is the craziest thing. Okay, GTA 5's leaked source code confirms that they had a Liberty City DLC originally planned, as long as various other packs similar to Red Dead Redemption 1's DLCs. Agent Trevor, which was going to be a standalone DLC, just showing us more of the most crazy character in GTA history, that became the very mediocre Doomsday Heist. The Prologue DLC, so we were going to see more about their heyday, the opening flashback of GTA 5, we would have actually seen more about how they were robbing banks and becoming such malicious murderers 20 years ago. That got turned into just a standard expansion. Liberty City would have been put into GTA 5, but that got cut. Everybody in every single comment is just being like, GTA 5 just got ruined by GTA Online. Now, for those who don't understand, what's really happening here is that there is just only so much time in the day. Rockstar realized that this DLC, even if it's the best of the best, it probably would have made less money than just straight up making more expansions for GTA Online, which makes tens of billions of dollars literally. Now, if you haven't played GTA Online, it's a huge open world Los Santos. You can drive anywhere, you can steal cars, you can shoot up stuff, there's death matches. And it is interesting that it's a constantly evolving world. Every single square inch of it has swapped out billboards, different events, random cool activities, and of course, lots of seasonal stuff. I booted it up this morning and was playing it before I started filming this video, and it's nice and snowy because it's Christmas. It's a cool game. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that GTA 5 Online sucks. It's that I cannot help but imagine all the other projects we were going to get besides just more content for these online updates. Grand Theft Auto Tokyo sounds like literally the best game I've ever heard of. But let me keep going here. So, seeing Rockstar Games ended up canceling GTA 5 DLC, Bully 2, and Red Dead Redemption DLC in service of maintaining GTA Online really puts into perspective why Naughty Dog tapped out of Last of Us Online. If you want a big service game, you have to abandon everything, and that sucks. This is absolutely true. There is just only so much budget and time and development in the day. If you're going to have a big persistent online world, you have to have hundreds and hundreds of full-time developers just constantly singular working on that. I guess part of my frustration with this is the fact that, honestly, all of these sound so fun. It sounds like these would have been really cool expansions, and they just got cut to sell extra stupid shark cards. And here's my main issue with that. It's the fact that they had enough cash to do both. Like, Rockstar Games is one of the most profitable studios of all time. Literally, like mathematically, they're the most profitable studio of all time. They could have done both. They had the option of doing GTA 5 DLC and GTA 5 online updates, and they chose not to do it. They chose to stop working on Red Dead DLC. They chose to stop working on freaking more Manhunt. They chose to stop working on Bully 2. To me, that just sucks. A couple years ago, I got to have a chance where I did a sit-down talk with David Jaffe, the creator of God of War, and I talked to him specifically about online service games. He basically came from the angle that, yeah, it's weird that there's less, overall games from something like Rockstar, but he said that this is just better for the developers. This was the chart I showed David Jaffe. I said, remember the good old days of Rockstar, when we were constantly getting weird stuff, wild medals, Smuggler's Run, freaking Midnight Club, Oni, State of Emergency, just The Warriors, Grand Theft Auto, Manhunt, all these different games, and then the release of GTA 5, everything stops. Now, David Jaffe came at it from the angle of a developer. He's a guy who's made games for decades. And essentially he said, okay, yes, this is less content for the gamer, but for the game dev, it's a cushier job. But I still have to come back and say, this still seems like a negative. Like, even externally now that we realize that this wasn't just them sitting here, this was a ton of stuff that began and got reshaped into crappy expansions, it sucks that now we know this gap is not for lack of trying. This gap is a bunch of failed starts. Sometimes I hate the bureaucracy, the profitability of the gaming industry, for lack of a better word. It's bizarre to me that, like, everything now is just about making the biggest paycheck possible. It's not about being fun. It's not about being interesting. It's not about pushing the envelope of crazy cool stories or nice expansion packs. It's just literally, okay, what will make the investors the happiest? Game development by boardroom. Do I think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be massive and epic and amazing? Yes, of course I do. I mean, it's very obviously going to be a good game, but I still can't help but sit here and just think about what could have been. Bully 2, more Grand Theft Auto spin-offs, more actual stuff that was going to be different instead of just more expansions, more DLC packs, more random updates to make it so you log into GTA 5. I wonder if GTA 5 had failed or sold less, if maybe we'd have a different route, if we'd have more games, if they made less money. It's a weird thing to even try and speculate on, but honestly, I'm just not happy about it. What do you guys think, though? Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Does it not really matter because now we're coming up on GTA 6? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.